because I realized he scored a goal against.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rocket League Thursdays here at SVSU. We've got a big day today.
Yeah, no, we're playing. Was it Shenandoah University here in the semifinals of nationals for Division 4 for 18?
Yep, best of
Um,
seven, top
best
four in
seven.
the nation.
Yeah, which is incredible. So that'll be fun today here.
Yeah,
So
this is a program first for us, so definitely. I mean, we have been achieving program first after program first in every esport. Honestly, I mean, 6 out of 12 teams making nationals, and I something 70 something% of our teams making playoffs in both seasons.
yeah, no, it has been incredible to be a part of the esports program right now. It's just it's growing. It's getting better, and yeah, we really just can't wait to continue this journey throughout the next couple of years. I'm really excited to see what everyone's able to accomplish here. But right now, we're still accomplishing a lot. And yeah, unfortunately, if you didn't tune in last week, if you're keeping an eye on all of our advertisements for Rocket League, you would know that Rocket League or SVSU Blue and White also made it to nationals. I believe was it B Team or Blue? They were the 12th seed, and I believe C Team just squeaked in with the 16th seed. But
Yep.
they were both eliminated
Yeah,
last week.
B team was eliminated by Center College, and then C team was eliminated by Denver, University of Denver.
I believe one of them was, yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So unfortunately, they are out of it. But A Team though, they're here. Best. They're at least in the final four, which is incredible. So yeah. No, it's just incredible to be here today. As you can see, we're still dressing up, so
Well, you gotta
kind of
be
a kind of a bit of tradition now.
you've got to be dressed up for an occasion like this. I mean,
Yes, I mean,
maybe we should just dress up like this from now on.
I have to invest more. I
You
need
can't
more of
wash
a
this once a
variety.
week. Oh, I guess. Well,
Like
I think we have a good dynamic going here.
we do. If only I had like a white tie.
You can get a white tie for pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, isn't that like the male thing to do? Like you just buy a bunch of ties that you don't wear, something like that.
Yeah, but like crazy tie. I think that's a teacher thing. Like
What if we
history
got?
teacher. I mean, you are a history major.
I
History
am,
teachers love crazy ties.
but what if we got Rocket League ties?
Rocket ties. I'm investing it.
That'd be great.
Ship it.
Or maybe like one of us gets like a tie with like rockets on it, and then like the other one gets like a soccer tie or something.
Or we got Frog Boy ties.
Frog Boy 71, the esports captain for Rocket League.
Yes.
It's just a picture of him
For his senior year.
that would be very very cool. I mean, I'm just thinking about that now. I mean, we can do it for every player. We can just rotate it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'd probably be a little bit costly on to find someone who makes ties and get people's pictures. It can be like their face and then like their car. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of swap them in between, so you know what they look like, and then
Once the program gets some funding, it's going all to Rocket League ties.
not to any new equipment or PCs or anything. Nope, just ties.
No scholarships.
No
ties.
scholarships. Ties. Yep.
Rocket League ties.
We've been doing okay so far, so why not put it into ties, right?
It's the next big thing. It's our stock. Rocket League ties.
Yeah, we can make a brand out of it, and then that's how we generate money.
Make a brand out of a branded game. That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah,
Business majors,
ties.
we need your help.
Yeah, I think we just need help in general. But yeah, well, we are
Psychology
excited.
majors.
Yeah, potentially there. But yeah, we'll be getting into it here. It is best of 7.
Yes.
So that should be fun. I'm always one that likes the best of 7s a lot more.
I know. And playing against Shenandoah.
Shenandoah.
I love Shenandoah.
Something about West Virginia. And
Yeah.
John Denver. We made a joke like that last week too, because I believe was it 18 that played West Virginia.
Yes, 18 played West Virginia University.
Yeah, C Team playing University of Denver, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we made that joke, and now we're in Shenandoah. So it's like, what's next? How many other references can we get out of that song?
Well, next we're gonna play John Denver College.
We're gonna play John Denver, actually.
John Denver in Rocket League. He resurrects.
I mean, he'd probably be pretty good at Rocket League. Maybe he wouldn't have wrote all those great songs though. So who knows?
Yeah, if John Denver was born in the modern day,
yeah.
no fantastic music, but he's really good at Rocket League.
Yeah. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? But
I mean, you never will know. Think of how many historical figures like Abraham Lincoln could have been fantastic at Fortnite.
he probably would have been a WWE wrestler, honestly,
Because he was
he's like,
tall.
yeah. Well, no, he's in the Hall of Fame for like wrestling in like
Is
the
he?
U.S. Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's a hidden fact.
he like won like 100 and some odd fights like in a row or something. Like
Okay.
just wrestling farmers in Illinois.
We,
So.
we should start that. Doug's hidden fact of the week.
I got a couple. I can find one. I am a history guy, so. But it looks like we are getting into it.
Hopefully.
Frames look a little shaky.
Yeah, we're getting
At least in the background. I don't know if you see what I mean, like those
I do
flags
see that,
waving around.
yeah.
All the circular fans.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Well, every time that is kind of funny. Every time I see those crowds though, it just reminds me of like Wii Sports. Like the baseball fans, like the circular fans, and it kind of makes my nostalgia a little bit happy, I guess.
Have you ever seen the videos where it'll show like people playing Rocket League from the POV of the fans?
That would be really weird.
Oh, it's really funny. Somebody will text like their friend and it'll be like, "Nice goal, bro." He's like, "How do you know?" Getting right into it here. No nameplates right now, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get that back.
Or the spectator cam. Oh,
got-
here it is.
Got nameplates.
We got Lieutenant Bobby. That is a throwback.
We brought.
Finally.
I'm
Lieutenant
so
Bobby
happy.
is back. Bobby obviously has never changed player, just always changed his name. He was Lieutenant Bobby back in the day. Now it's back.
There
was Bobby beforehand.
There was a whole multitude of whiffs right there. Probably 4 or 5, honestly. We see Mango going up for a shot. Actually, a pass going to be intercepted by Camo. Looking for a pass from Lieutenant Bobby. Didn't get it. Camo looking for a read but misses. Shot saved potentially. Mango going for probably a double tap here. Saved by Lieutenant Bobby.
I love saying that name again.
It's
not the same without the promotion, you know.
I know.
Here comes Camo. Giving it to Near. He's broken up though. There's Mango now going up for Shenandoah. Bobby's getting it out. Good clear.
Yeah, good clear met by Camo. This
That
could be
might
a
be
shot.
on. Oh, it's off the crossbar.
Another one. Near.
Scores! First goal of the series goes to Near, and SVSU's up 1-0, 4 minutes remaining.
Near, our rookie player, showing up.
Yeah, it is crazy to think it's still technically Near's rookie year, just way at the end of it here.
Yeah, the rookie year continues. I mean, excited.
I mean, are you really a rookie though after how many months of playing?
Well, are still a rookie if you're in the Super Bowl your first year?
Oh, I mean, you know, experience-wise, if you know.
Yeah.
What I mean. He has fit into this 18 incredibly well.
Absolutely. Lieutenant Bobby getting clear to the corner here. There's going to be 50'd up in the air. Also met by Lieutenant Bobby. Might be a pass over to Near. It's going to be met by a blue player.
Camo in the corner now fighting for control. Near's going to be hitting his back. Camo hitting over Mango.
Yeah, Mango with a late challenge there, but Pagani is able to meet it and looking for a second touch. Gets it. Lieutenant Bobby meeting it. Looking for probably a demo or bump attempt. Pass over. Misses and a
Mango.
whip. Pass down. Saved by Camo. Reading on the dunk.
Yeah, we've seen those shots that, you know, bounce off the ground before they go in, and it's very hard to really get a handle on those ones. Oh,
Near
Near's going to
almost
miss
getting
the
a
empty
shot.
netter. Oh, man.
Very close one, but it's definitely hard to try and figure out the angle while it's also coming over your head like that.
Yeah. We lost visual of the game. There it is. We hit a desktop for a moment. But yeah, those are those plays too, where that near the almost goal that happened probably from committing from Shenandoah on that one goal. That almost went too. Mango scores.
Fantastic passing play from Shenandoah right there, honestly.
Yeah, very nice here. Mango hitting it back in. Pagani just nice little pass, and Mango had the sense to get up there and basically wait for that pass to get in. And it's almost like a one-timer if you're a hockey fan. But
Yeah, Lieutenant, it was like a one-timer. Lieutenant Bobby had a possibility for a read there, but definitely a difficult attempt to make.
Good win for SVSU off the kickoff. Camo.
Over to Camo. Camo wins it, and Pagani's looking to meet it, but Mango gets demoed. This is going over towards their net. This could be dangerous.
Ooh.
Sent into the corner. Strange bounce on that ball.
Broken up by Near. Very good play there to stick with it.
Mango fighting last man, gets it past Near, but Near's able to bounce it up using what little bit of boost he has to try and get a
just
hit.
gets a little bump on it. Is I think Camo coming back hits him too.
Yeah, it's got to be Near that takes his ball now that he's got that boost in the corner. Going to get a 50 with Mango. Lieutenant Bobby with a clear. We'll see who comes to meet it. Lieutenant Bobby again. Near.
Saved by Mango. Hits the crossbar too with that save.
Camo
Incredible
with another
stuff
shot.
Here from Shenandoah. Here comes Mango on the left side. Trying to pass it over. It's going to the other corner now. Camo's there to receive it. Pagani, though, trying to cross this one over. Camo gets it out.
Mango with a hit off the corner. Tried to be followed up by Pagani. Not able to be met. Near. Breakaway opportunity, but he's bumped away. Doesn't have the boost to get back. You see Pagani going off the ceiling there. Gets a 50. Should be Camo here meeting this one off the wall with a double touch. Misses that second touch, I think.
He's going to break it up, though, and he's going to follow it now. Able to get the crossover, though. It's cleared by Shenandoah. How do you pronounce that name?
Kiazi.
Kiaz. Finally got a good look at it here. But
With a little smiley face.
Yeah, that's like the full legal name, you know?
Kiazi smiley face.
Here comes Near now, trying to bump it out here. Bobby bumping Kiazi to the moon.
Yeah, and Near getting a really good hit off the ceiling
Camo.
right there. Camo
Near
scores!
Near again!
Second of the game.
I'm gonna say this is a great opportunity for SVSU here and a great setup from Camo. Bounces off the wall and beats the defender, and Near is able to get back before anyone else for Shenandoah is going to get there. 2-1 SVSU.
Yeah, you saw both Shenandoah defenders coming from opposite sides, so they just kind of sandwiched in. And I think they may have honestly bumped each other. I mean, it doesn't affect the goal any. Near just had them beat, but just a little insult to injury, just a little.
Yeah, you know in that case too, they're both going for it because it's a desperation save. Good save
Saved
from
by
Lieutenant
Bobby.
Bobby. Rebound saved by Camo.
It's a good save by Cave on Camo.
It rhymed. Near the pass, but I think it was a miss from Lieutenant Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh man, a good opportunity.
Mango with a
SVSU
clear is going
as
to be
well.
followed up by Pagani looking for another touch. Near misses. Mango this is going for it. He's got control. What can he do? Gets it past.
Get past Bobby in the demo.
Scores in the last 20 seconds of the game, and it's all tied up. We'll have to see what happens here. 20 seconds is a lot of game.
Yeah, Bobby, you can see he was coming off of the corner, so that might have affected his entry there. Mango just had really good ball control, and then the demo as well results in a goal. It's tied with 20 seconds remaining in regulation. Let's see if anyone can break the goal here, you know. I lost my brain for a moment.
Camo getting beaten in the corner there. Lieutenant Bobby's the last man. It's over the SVSU goal. Near gets it with the corner, gets another fantastic touch. This is heading towards the goal. Pagani has it, though, with a save last minute.
Bobby's keeping it alive, though.
Bobby continuing to
Still
keep it
keeping
alive.
Gazzy keeping it alive, too, but we're going to overtime. 2-2 in game one. Once again, best of 7 series here. So,
Saw a Furia decal.
game one still crucial, though.
Saw a Furia decal on the Fennec like that.
Miss Camo now. Pressure from SVSU here early on in the overtime.
Almost gets the tuck in off the wall.
Yeah, but Mango's going to clear it. Use all the boost, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a pinch. Bobby going up off the air is going to be met by Pagani. A little bit of a 50 there is going to be met by Camo. 50 back into Kiazi.
Bobby, good hit, but Mango was there to receive that read. He's Near now with Kiazi. Gets over them.
Mango definitely diffused a dangerous opportunity there, but that was just that little hit.
Camo had to be there for
big
that
50. Yeah, he was last man. Mango's going to meet it. Gets it towards the SVSU net. It's got to be Bobby. He's getting a good catch.
What a good catch from Bobby there.
It's not over, though. It's still going to be a dangerous opportunity for SVSU to have to defend. Camo gets it over, and Pagani is able to meet it. Picks up that boost so nobody else can have it. Gets it over over to Bobby. Save.
No boost.
And this is back.
Too.
Mango's going to have this one, though.
Good
Gets it past one man. Found by Bobby. And then this is met by Kiazi.
Kind of a double commit from SVSU there. But Bobby with the demo on Kiazi takes him totally out of the conclusion. Camo was not able to get a shot off on that pass there from Bobby. SVSU back on the back foot here. No one was there for that shot as the ball goes over the net, too. Crazy.
Yeah, Shenandoah definitely would have wanted to capitalize on that opportunity. I mean, that's a golden shot opportunity.
That is a game ender.
Pass over to Pagani. He gets one more touch on it. It is a good shot, but all of SVSU is there to meet it.
Ooh, and a pinch between the two players, I believe, clears this one. Here, it's good 50.
Pass Kiazi. Camo sends it back. Kiazi's trying to meet this one. It isn't going to have enough boost. Bobby doesn't get that second touch. Pagani meets this one off the wall. SVSU is going to have to rotate back to defense. Pass by Mango. That could have been a shot.
Yeah, that was a good good read there from Camo once again, getting really good reads on these shot attempts and clears.
Playing a lot of back and forth here. I mean, both teams are having fantastic defense and fantastic reads there. But Bobby missing. Camo gets it up one, back over to Bobby, but Pagani needs it first. Sometimes I feel like I'm speaking a different language.
It is a really weird thing when you actually decipher what things we're actually saying.
This is an opportunity for Bobby. Mango's going to send it aside.
Barely gets to save with the boost.
Camo with a shot.
Oh, he hits
Down,
the crossbar, and it bounces out.
And our overtime continues once again.
Oh,
Mango sends a pass over.
I was like, why didn't I hear the sound effect, but I have no headphones on?
I was just going to roll with it.
You know that crossbar sound effect.
I know.
Incredibly loud for Camo and probably annoying too on that shot attempt. Going to 3 minutes for overtime as we speak.
Pagani's got to pass over. We'll see who meets it. It's going to have to be Camo.
Camo gets the save. Pagani scores for Shenandoah. That's a game one ender for Shenandoah as they take game one series lead for them as well here.
Yeah, Camo was left in a really awkward position and left just a split second sooner. He could have had, left a split second sooner. He would have been given the opportunity to gain more height and could have been able to make that save. But that puts them in a great opportunity, or that puts Shenandoah in a great opportunity to be making an easy shot. As long as you hit the ball, it goes in. And it's a 3-2 game, and now Shenandoah takes the lead 1-0.
Yeah, now I can hear it too. So
I guess I should follow suit, but I'll wait till we're off camera.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, I mean, this is an incredibly good game, you know. A-Team had a very fantastic game. This was a pretty long overtime, I'd say, too, going, you know, into 3 minutes. It was kind of going back and forth for a while. And yeah, any series, you're going to want to win game one. So Shenandoah definitely has the momentum here. But and we should also mention, too, best of 7 series. And even if SVSU or Shenandoah were to lose this game, they would still go on and play next week to decide who would get third place. Because right now, it's the Final Four.
Correct.
So no matter what, we will be streaming Rocket League next week as well.
Another week.
And Shenandoah will also be playing no matter what, too. So, yeah. Really exciting stuff with that. But, yeah, no, I mean, good game one. From both sides, I would say. Very even, you know. Kind of an interesting game, I would say. It just kind of seemed normal. Like, I don't know if that analysis is too basic, but it was just...
Well, it was a very, like, old-fashioned, I don't want to say laid back, but Bobby with an opportunity here. Mango sends it away. This still could be an opportunity here. Met actually a pinch over near with a save.
Very well done as he clears it as well. Mango's going to go up for it. Clear it right back into the zone. Bobby's got to hit this. Here it is now. Mango trying to follow up for Shenandoah.
Camo with a good clear. Yazzie picking up a boost. Mango gets a good 50.
Near scores! Man, that Shenandoah player almost had that save, too. Near is just a goal-scoring machine so far.
I know. I dare say that.
Yeah,
dare say Camo and Bobby got to start scoring.
Yazzie almost had a good save there, too, on that Near shot. I will say, it's Camo once again setting up Near in that left corner. So, good goal from Near.
Mango with a good first touch, but he loses control. Pops it down in. Near with a save.
Just barely getting a bump or a front bumper on that.
Yeah, this gets popped back. Still a dangerous one for SVSU. That's going to pop down off the post.
Guys, he's going to have a shot.
This is a very broken play. This
Camo
is popping back down again. Near gets it clear, but Pagani sends it back in. Pagani's going to look for a fancy trick shot.
Camo's going to clear that one for SVSU. It's going to go wide the net.
Yazzie sends away the danger, but this pops back up. Bobby misses the read. It's just Near back, who's boostless. He picks up that 100. Does have control. This pops back up. Pagani.
Still with it Near.
Yazzie gets it. This is going to be Camo who meets it over to Mango. Mango probably going to be looking for another shot off this. Looking for a crazy redirect. Pagani with a shot off the crossbar.
Near gets it out before Yazzie can get the rebound, though.
It's
and they
Camo.
clear. They're on the attack.
Near. Demo.
The demo.
Scores!
Demo!
What a play.
What a view of that, too.
I know. We just got the perfect POV.
On the counterattack there, Near no boost and having to jump into the demo is what causes this goal to go in for Camo. 2-0 SVSU here in game 2.
Really good job from Near playing lead blocker there.
Yes. A good kickoff here.
Pagani with a good first touch. Just Oh, gets caught up on the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, another demo there.
Demo on Mango. Bobby, good first flick. Sent back to Near. I thought he was going to miss that.
That was a really good touch there.
Yeah, really good use of your flick.
Came out in here going for
Bobby
that.
pass.
Bobby.
Trying to bump it over. Pagani up the post.
Camo!
Scores!
What awareness from Camo to stick it out here at this play. Kind of a broken play. Yeah, Pagani, on the back foot, it's so hard to save those, and he does. But at that point, you're thinking, no boost. Camo's kind of up. You think he might rotate, but no, he waits it out and gets that goal. 3-0 SVSU.
Just under 2 minutes played here in this second game. And SVSU is playing extremely strong. Pagani with a flip reset shot.
Could have been crazy there. But
Yeah,
not able to
definitely.
get a good angle on it.
Yeah, didn't really get the... I don't think he got the flip that he wanted after getting that reset.
Yeah.
It didn't really affect the ball that much.
Camo in near. Goes off the crossbar.
Yeah, power of
And-
friendship save.
Yeah, two Shenandoah players as well.
Tua?
Tua. Regardless, it stays out of the net for Shenandoah, and that's what you're looking for in those plays. You're going to
Mango takes control here, looking for a pass over to Kiazi, but this ends up being a turnaround.
Yeah, it was a log jam there. Like just two
Yeah.
SVSU players. With
Another
Kiazi.
save by Mango. Near pass back.
Oh, no.
Bobby,
No.
Pagani.
Bobby, no!
Scores.
Pagani scores!
Bobby, no.
Oh, that is so unfortunate because Bobby's just trying to get back and take those pads up the middle to get some boost, and he just hits it. And those are just one of those plays that happens in Rocket League. That's Shenandoah's first goal of the game, though. And I mean, you don't ask how, you ask how many. So we just need to get goals for Shenandoah right now.
Exactly.
Still a winnable game for them.
Absolutely. By any means.
When the 2 minutes remaining, though.
There gets a good first touch. Pagani interrupts that shot opportunity. Over to the shot. Scored or saved by Camo. My brain is
Camo
dead
gets another
from
hit on
final.
this. It's gonna go off the
Crossbar.
post. Or yeah, it goes off the post.
yeah,
and
post.
Near it just bounces in a weird way where Near's not able to get
Bump.
a good.
This is
hit
back
on it.
over to Camo, but they're playing defense here. It goes low, and
Yeah, Camo was there for the save. Near almost got the turnaround on it, but I think Shenandoah play went low. And actually got a pass Near.
I mean, good defensive teamwork, though, because Near went high, and Camo was ready to go low.
Yeah,
so they had
exactly.
it covered no matter what. Flick over one. This is going to be met by Bobby
Bobby
with a save.
save from the shot from Kiaza. What a setup from Mango, too. That's a goal you want if you're Shenandoah, and you desperately need it at this point in the game. Bobby's going to try and clear this, and it might, yeah, he gets a good enough clear, but here comes Pagani again for Shenandoah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be all offense from here, too.
Absolutely. You're entering the last minute of the game here very shortly, and I mean, with time running out and needing 2 goals, it gets aggressive.
Yeah, coming down to a minute here. They need 2 to tie it up, 3 to potentially win this. We'll see what happens.
They're just playing extremely heavy in the second half.
Mango gets it over Near, and Camo's also in the back, too. Kind of Bobby
Scores.
Mango scores
Mango.
for Shenandoah. I was going to say Lieutenant Bobby was going up for the save here, but Mango just had great control of this and sticking with it. Bobby would have gotten the save, but
And something
Mango being there just...
something you don't see too often at this high-level Rocket League is there wasn't any excessive spinning. Just simple aerial. Used a little bit of air roll for control, but wasn't any of the fancy spin moves.
Camo gets a good clear to Bobby, who's in the corner now. Touching the ceiling. Ball's going to be for Kiazi to hit it back into the zone.
Mango with a shot.
Mango scores! And they do get the tying goals here within quick succession. 38 seconds remaining, and it's all tied up after an onslaught of SVSU offense in the beginning. Shenandoah finds a way.
Great shot by Mango. Camo was set up to make that save, just didn't have enough boost to quite get there.
Good win.
Up here by Mango again. Mango clearly very dangerous in the air. You might want to start looking into demoing him.
Yeah, trying to shut him down if you're SVSU, but
Camo scores!
That's what you need. That is 4-3 SVSU, under 30 to go. This has been a crazy last minute and a half of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, 3
man.
unanswered goals from both teams, and then when Shenandoah scores 3 unanswered and all of a sudden ties the game up, you want to kill that momentum.
Yeah, and SVSU has so many opportunities. I can think of 2 golden opportunities where they just didn't get goals,
This is going to be met by Near. We'll see what he can do here. Pop down. Almost
off
goes
the
in.
crossbar. Yeah, that was a great angle. It was
Bobby looking to meet it. 15 seconds left in the game. Pass over to Kiazi. Camo meets this one. This is going to be over to Pagani.
Oh, gets
Pagani
a
not getting a great
awful
touch.
hit on that. Yeah.
Over to Mango. Mango off the wall. Dangerous. Near touches it.
Pagani, the shot goes off the post and it's down. SVSU takes game 2 and a nail biter of a finish. Man, what a game though. I mean, 3 straight goals from SVSU, then 3 straight from Shenandoah, and then SVSU just getting that one last goal they needed in the remaining seconds of the game. That's game 2. Now we're back to a series tie 1-1 here. Best of 7, so that means,
It's a best of 5 now.
It's a best of 5 now. Yeah, it basically means that everything we did was for nothing.
But not for nothing. They're learning each other.
Exactly. No, I mean, 2 incredibly close games. Both these games won by just 1 goal, and this one almost went into overtime. So
almost went into overtime a second time, which is quite crazy to think about.
And it was funny, we were talking about it too. Camo got 3 goals this game, and near getting the first goal, getting all these goals for SVSU in the first game, and then the first part of the game 2 here for SVSU. Where it's like, Camo and Bobby gotta start scoring goals, right? So Camo did just that.
So does that mean game 3 is Bobby's game?
Who knows? That's something we did discuss though last week about at least SVSU. Every player can be that it factor for this kind of depends on the game.
It's a per game basis. I mean, everybody has moments where they get a little too stressed. Everybody has moments where they're just locked in.
Yeah, and you can tell though, like you were saying, Mango is a threat in the air for Shenandoah, and it's definitely a big engine for this offense they have going. So I guess we'll see here who wants game 3 bad enough. Save from Lieutenant Bobby on a shot from Mango early on from the kickoff.
Yeah, really powerful, strong opening shot from Mango. This is going to be overmet by Kiazi. Kiazi has time to do what he wants with it. Doesn't have the boost, though.
It kind of gets an awkward bounce. It kind of gets away from him. And with no boost, you're not really able to
Near
catch up
beats
with
that
it.
first man. Gets another touch. Bobby is bumped. But Mango misses it.
Yeah.
This is still dangerous for him. Bobby is... This is dangerous for SVSU now.
Bobby's got to play this one right now.
Bounce down.
Basically passes it to Kazi, and Kazi scores.
Right down in the middle, it's tough because Bobby was on quite low. No, Bobby was on full boost.
Yeah.
Just got an awkward touch. Didn't quite get as much power on it as he was looking for.
And Camo almost was there too for that as well. Just so sad. I mean, I thought that the initial shot from Shenandoah was going to go in off the kickoff.
Honestly,
great kickoff from them.
It
and
definitely
great save from SVSU.
It definitely had the defense shaken up after that first shot. I don't think they were expecting it quite so quick.
It's such a powerful kind of beginning to the game, but Shenandoah, I think it's the first time they scored first in the game, in game 3 here.
I think so.
The 1-0 here in the first minute.
Sent wide, met by Pagani, still has control. It's a fantastic touch here. It's going to be met by Bobby over into the corner, picked up by Camo. Has control, pass 1, met by Kiazi. There's going to be a pass if Bobby doesn't get it. And lots of back and forth here.
Kiazi was there, but just facing the wrong way for that shot attempt.
Pagani realizing maybe he shouldn't hit that ball.
Maybe you shouldn't cross it, yeah. I mean, that's a fair play. Sometimes no play is the correct play, right?
Yeah. I think right there, no play is the correct play. This is soaring up. Camo.
Had a really nice angle if you get one in for that. Camo stealing the boost there in the corner. Mango's going to receive this for Shenandoah. Still in the corner. There's Camo now. Going to try and pass it up. Near's going to go into the fly.
Pagani committing. Kiazi sends it forward. Now they're going to have a counterattack opportunity. Lieutenant Bobby canceling it for now, but just delaying it.
I mean, Camo committing to that hit here. Near getting to Bobby. Passing over.
Over to Mango.
Save from Camo. Bobby almost had a piece of that, but
yeah,
Camo's
just barely missing.
Up.
Shenandoah playing very heavy in the offensive game here.
Yeah, they're having a great game for offensive zone time. Camo gets a bump on that. Near not able to hit that. Bobby gets it out. It's kind of broken to play here in the middle.
Quite broken.
It's like no one wants to go for it.
Trying to get it past Pagani. Sends it forward. Mango's going to meet it. Camo goes up for it. Pagani looking for that second touch. Does get it, which is going to be a pass. Saved by Bobby. Fantastic read. Pagani setting to send it back in. 50'd. Sent into the neutral zone. Bobby.
Broken up by Mango there.
Yeah. Camo getting bumped off of his offensive opportunity.
A lot of bumps.
Kiazi looking for a flick near.
Recovered from a bump, I believe, and took it away from him.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Good play by Near.
Mango sends it back in. Playing very
Shot
heavily
attempt as well.
into
Pagani is trying to demo Near and
does finally
gets it.
get it. Sent wide into zone where Near might spawn. Near's actually spawn on the other corner.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Could have left awkward trying to make the guy who freshly spawned trying to play
Near's
defense.
missing that though. No boost. Camo off the wall, very light boost. Mango with the shot. Camo with the save. Off the wall. Near taking this for the left side. The SVSU finally might get some offense, but Pagani's clearing it. Bobby's
Mango
hit
with
it back in,
a
though.
demo on camo. Playing quite heavy on the, not heavy on the demos, but we see more demos here than usual.
Lots of bumps for Shenandoah on SVSU players.
Yeah, it seems to have them rattled a little bit. Pass is met by Mango, who clears it back into SVSU's defensive third.
Already down to 1 minute remaining.
Now, very quick game 3 here, and Shenandoah is the only one that's been able to crack the net so far.
You know, Kiazi wanted to take that ball and try and score with it, but had no boost to do it.
Definitely,
on that
Pagani
play.
using
Olven's
feathering
boost.
everything he can, makes Near miss. 50 here into the neutral zone. Camo wins.
Pagani
Demo
cleared,
on
though.
Bobby.
Near.
Sent
Shooting.
and saved by Kiazi. Near does beat it.
Doesn't get the
quite
boost,
boot
though.
the boost.
Just Kiazi comes in to swoop away and take it. Bobby not able to really get a handle on this, but bumps Kiazi out of the way. Crossing over now. Near's got to hit this, and he does. Pagani, though, just sending it right back in.
SVSU not really passing in this game as much as they had been in the other ones. Bumped
Wow.
away and saved that opportunity.
I believe that
Near's
was
going to
Bobby.
take this one. Doesn't have the boost. Flicks it
Oh.
over Mango.
Good flick.
Follows up. Kiazi misses. Tries to
Ah.
get a bump and boost. 10 seconds left. Near.
Near goes into the corner. SVSU might finally be able to get some offense, but Connie's clearing it with Mango right next to him.
And it flies up here. If only SVSU had what they could to get it up. Bobby keeps
Pops
it
up
up.
for Near.
Near pops it
Camo.
up. Bobby misses.
Oh, that's probably gonna be a pass back for Camo. Another 1-goal game. This time it is just 1-0 for Shenandoah. Back and forth now as Shenandoah is back to a series lead at least with the 2-1.
And
This is a really weird game because there were just not that much goal scoring, but lots of offense from Shenandoah. So SVSU doing good on that, but just not able to transition to offense, it seems.
yeah, they haven't been able. What I've been noticing is when they get that clear, a lot of times you want a guy on that side wall to be able to meet that and give a follow-up hit to give the offense time to rotate. And a lot of times that follow-up hit can be a setup for a shot or even a shot. And so who knows? I'd like to see some guys pushing up a little bit more, just a little bit more teamwork when it comes to clearing the ball and maintaining possession and everything. That's what Shenandoah has a really good hand on, is they can maintain possession by passing back and forth. And, you know, maybe they're not always giving shots, but they keep that ball in their hands.
Definitely. They're showing that they can do that very well in game 3 here, and that's really ultimately what leads to that victory. You know, SVSU had very little offensive zone time for them, but you can tell they were shooting quite a lot of these balls, and Mango had 5 shots alone in that game. I don't believe he got the goal either. So
Absolutely.
Lots of offensive pressure, and it'll be interesting to see how SVSU can respond to that.
Right. Well, that one goal was honestly on a broken play. There was a continued onslaught of offense, and they just weren't able to recover in time. It wasn't.
Demo.
It left a golden opportunity for them to score on, and so it shows like we could honestly see a 0-0 overtime in this series.
Yeah, I mean, we shall see. I mean, nothing developing from the kickoff as we've seen in a couple of games here. Game 4, SVSU can either win it, tie up the series, or Shenandoah can go 3-1 on the series win. Or lead
Put it
here.
match point. This puts
Make it
them in an
match point.
awkward spot. Pagani's able to meet it and gets a pinch off of it. Really good with those wall reads.
Here, just able to get a little bit on it, takes it off Kazi's
Saved
wheelhouse,
by
but
Bobby.
Saved by Bobby, yeah.
Camo's got to pass this one out. We'll see what Near can do with it. It's
Wall.
gonna bounce awkwardly.
Oh, man.
Puts
Takes an
SVSU
awkward
back
bounce,
on
yeah.
defense. Really good pinch off the ground there. That gives Mango an opportunity to give a pass. Is going to be probably met by Kiazi. Kiazi turns around. Actually, Pagani. Camo forced to
Back
retreat.
foot. Camo had to 50 that with Kiazi.
It's a good flick there.
Yeah.
Meets it with another one.
Got that boost from Magani as well. Camo did. We was taking the ball down the field.
SVSU has lots of boosts to work with here, all of them.
Something I've noticed a lot about last game too. It just seemed like Shenandoah was hitting the boost exactly correct to constantly steal it away from SVSU. Shot from
Absolutely.
Pagani, saved
by
from Camo.
Really good really good recognition to turn around right there.
Yeah, I mean, good shot by Pagani to put it to the left, where he was not facing, and Camo just able to turn around quick enough to get it.
Just we met
Mango.
over.
Camo, but the initial shot was not on net. Near
sends it away, and Camo's back.
to Kiazi, but gets the demo. It was Camo again.
Mango puts
Shot
that back
down.
into their third.
Bobby.
Playing really heavy in SVSU's defense again.
Yeah, you see both of these players for SVSU have no boost. Bobby's going to try and valiantly take it down with no boost. Gets to the halfway mark of the field. Here comes Camo, clearing it back in, though. No boost as well. And Bobby gets beat by Mango. Near is there.
And you're getting a good 50, but is met with a 2v1 there in the corner. Actually, a 3v1 there right now.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was about to say, Shenandoah really went all in on getting that corner and getting that cross, but leaves no one available for a shot.
Right. Mango putting it, almost getting...
Almost stolen there, yeah.
Demoing Camo on the way. Looks like he was controlling it to demo Camo.
Good 50 for Pagani, but nothing is made out of it. Here comes Camo off the wall.
A good shot is going to be met by Kiazi. Looks for a demo on Mango.
Bobby scores! Lieutenant Bobby!
There it is.
First goal of
Is this Bobby's game?
Let's say a good play from SVSU, and Camo would take it off the wall. And yeah, with those kind of plays, you only have a quick attempt to get a shot off, and Bobby was able to do that.
Great placement, too. That goal was heavily contested.
I mean, it gets a really fast, powerful shot through as well, which is exactly what you want in
Bobby
this
sending
division.
it back in. Just be a pass. Sent
Got
back down. This is awkward. Pagani's going to have that. Actually, Near is going to get a 50 with Pagani. Sends it back over Lieutenant Bobby's head, over to Camo.
Gets the boost as well. Crucial. Gets bumped by Pagani.
Pretty
Completely
uncontested for
bumped,
Mango. Now Mango's going to have a shot.
Kind of loses it, but
Bumped.
gets the bump. No way! What a goal
What
for
a
Mango!
crazy shot.
It just tied it. Shenandoah ties it with this crazy play. That is wild. Yeah, Near going up for it would have most likely got a hit on that. But man, I don't know if Mango intended to do that, but he might have realized he just lost control and was like, I'm going for the bump now. And regardless, it goes in. It's a great goal for Mango, recognizing the threat that Mango is in the air.
Now they're playing heavy. They're playing heavy on the counterattack right now. They got that good goal. They're feeling up and energetic. They're looking for a press.
That's going to drop down. Save
Met
by
again.
Lieutenant Bobby.
Shot. Pagani's going to look for a
Drop down
double.
too.
Yeah. They're sending it in the heavy. If SVSU can get a good clear, they can catch them on their heels. But it's going to take some good work and some teamwork, some good comms.
You're a good 50. Here comes Pagani,
Pagani,
going for double tap.
double.
Scores! Just like that, Shenandoah takes the lead. 2-1, 105 remaining.
Yeah,
And they have come alive here.
Getting that bump goal gave them so much momentum, and SVSU really has to shut them down now, or else it's a dangerous time.
We've seen SVSU. We've seen them play a bump game too. So I'm really curious to see if they can try and adapt to this game here. 'Cause, I mean, it has been working out for Shenandoah. That is for sure. Near trying to get a hit on that shot attempt off the kickoff. Mango, good handles. Bobby gets it cleared. Kazi, I thought he was going to shoot it, but looks like he's trying to pass it. Maybe not a good hit. This one's crossing over, though, for Mango. Mango over boost on that one, though, I believe. Cleared. SVSU, they need to get a goal here. You do not want to go 3-1 down the series.
Near's going to look for a boostless counterattack. Gets a good 50 and picks up that boost. We'll see what he can do with it here. Picks up.
Near!
Scores! Ties it up. 2's on the board all over.
I was going to
Hugged
say,
by zeros.
You can tell here that Near just wasn't initially going to go for it, but as soon as he saw that ball take that awkward bounce off of the corner, he has enough boost, he sticks with it, and just able to get a shot. Really hard shot, too, but at that point, it's uncontested, so you just got to throw that on net. Tying it up, though, that's exactly what SVSU needs here. Mango, though, has an open net, it looked like, but Near.
Here. It's going to be met by Kiazi.
Pretty aggressive play from Kiazi. They want this
Yeah,
goal right now,
definitely.
Shenandoah.
They don't want to take it to overtime.
I mean, who does?
I mean, I don't blame anybody.
Yeah, for
Camo
SVSU's
gets
sake.
it past one, gets it past Pagani. If only there was time
Overtime.
left.
Yeah, I mean, for SVSU's sake, you need overtime or the game lost, so that's why they tie it up. Shenandoah, though, trying to play aggressive on that kickoff to catch him off guard. Doesn't work, though.
Bobby gets a pass. Let's see if he can get another one. This is going to be met over by nobody.
Yeah.
Near.
Just a little behind that one is Camo, but keeps it in the corner from getting out.
Near could get a good clear here.
He's able to. That rhymed.
A lot. Mango has possession. Looks for
Ooh,
maybe looking for a
fakes.
ground pinch
Yeah, but
after
Camo.
the fake. This could drop down. Touching it.
Near goes over
Near.
the crossbar. Most likely would have been saved as well. Near's got to
Oh,
hit
this is
this one.
close. Near needs it. Pass up.
Yes.
Camo gets the follow up.
Who was that missed it from Shenandoah too? Because Near just got a little bit on it. Now they're going down the field here.
SVSU lives on that
Oh my
one.
gosh. Here
Camo.
comes Camo. Near! It's Lieutenant Bobby's game!
Bobby's
The overtime
game.
winner!
Bobby's game. It's as simple as that. 2 words. Bobby's game.
What a play from Camo to stick with it, and the shot from Bobby. I didn't even think he was gonna. I thought Camo was gonna try and tuck it in, and in my head I was thinking he does not have enough boost for that. But Bobby, coming out of nowhere, takes the overtime win. Now we're back again. It's been back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a 2-2 series tie. Now it's a best of 3. Man, what
And
a game!
Yeah,
I mean, you
insane. Because I just
Near-
want to give some props to Shenandoah there for
Yes.
for that game, because after it was Mango that scored the bump goal.
Yeah.
They just flicked the switch there for a minute. They were completely unstuck. And then that second goal, they looked like a completely different team there for a split second.
I was gonna say that play before the SVSU overtime winner from Lieutenant Bobby, Near on the back foot, no boost, trying his best to get that shot. Get that shot that was just slowly rolling. You know, no boost. You're sitting there like, what do I do? And he's able just to get a hit on it. It bumps it up, and I don't remember who the Shenandoah player was, but they were probably reading Near trying to probably hit it across. So when he bumps it up like that, he saw anyone sailing past, and you got to feel for that player. I just don't remember who it was. They were coming in, so they're trying their hardest to get that goal, and that would have totally switched up the series. It would have been a 3-1 series lead for Shenandoah. That would have put a lot of pressure on SVSU, but man, overtime winner for SVSU. You gotta be feeling good, tying the series up again.
And this could arguably be the most important game in the series.
Yeah,
Because whoever wins this makes it match point.
Game 5, yeah, whoever wins this makes it match point.
Game 5 already, wow.
Yeah, this series has been flying by, but it has been an incredible series, and it's been great
Near.
to be here to do this. Wow.
It's a good hit on it. Looking for that bump on Pagani, but he doesn't quite jump like Camo expected him to. Near does get a read on that.
Mango's going in for it, but it's all broken up.
Heavily 50'd over to the other side. Switching
Camo.
fields off the wall.
Get the hit on it. It would have been for
Oh.
Bobby, but Bobby trying to play it safe.
And Bob, understandably so, Near was caught in that corner with no boost.
Yeah.
So if Bobby being last man,
What was that?
who knows?
I don't know. That was a funny play from Camo.
Mango with a
Shot from
save.
here. Yeah, gets saved.
Camo playing the waiting game. Over
Bobby
to Bobby.
scores! What a goal from Bobby!
Camo right here playing the waiting game, just trying to draw Pagani out. Probably hears. He didn't see Mango, so all I can imagine is you hear an engine getting louder extremely fast.
Yeah.
Because you could tell he just hit the gas at one point and was like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, and Bobby gets a great shot. You could not have put that more to the right of the net than he did.
Camo,
And
this
Camo
is over
almost
to
saved that
Pagani.
shot too.
Over Bobby, but Bobby demos Pagani. Camo's gonna go off the back wall for this. Over to Bobby, and they're playing on the defensive here. Near. Off
Going
this
in.
back wall that's gonna draw out Pagani.
Pagani misses it, but Kiazi was
Flicks
there.
over one man. Sends it back. Demo.
It's Demo.
Pass over. This is a shot saved
Camo
by
saved.
Camo. Maybe it was wide. It didn't register as a shot.
Yeah, I mean, those power of friendship shots are very scary and
Absolutely.
dangerous, you know.
You can never predict the pinch and how it's going to move.
Yeah, because if that pinched the correct way, then there's nothing Camo can do about that, pretty much.
Near almost getting a really good shot there, but just not having enough boost in the tank.
All Near was going for this. Gets a good read.
Gets a read. Wow. He was there before that shot was even thought about being
I know.
made.
Bobby, almost crossing over. Kiazi gets it over.
This is back
Near.
in.
Oh, Pagani
Save.
with the last minute save.
Scores! Near.
He was not going to be denied on that one. It's 2-0 SVSU. What a save from Pagani, I'll be honest with you,
Great
though.
save from Pagani. Doing a little half flip there on the goal line.
Yeah, but Near just was waiting probably for that save. And, I mean, good on him to stick with the play, too. In this game of rotations, you're so worried about, you know, if you're going to be back
Absolutely.
in time. But
And this is
waiting
dangerous. Mango's got to send this one away. Bobby meets it. Is this going to fall down? There's another man. There's Kiazi.
Getting bumped, too, Bobby. There's Kiazi,
Physical
though.
game here. We're approaching the halfway mark
Near
of this
gets it
game.
past 2 SVSU defenders. There's Camo, though.
Camo
Off the wall. Control.
gets a good 50 on
Oh.
the first man. Mango's there to meet it, but Camo's there with a 50. Popped up by Bobby.
Ooh, a little too much for Near, but he's going to try and put it in this corner here.
Yeah, not enough to get the second touch. Bobby
Good
gets
hit
it
from
past
Bobby.
one. Mango meets it. No shot there. Camo sees them all drawing up quick. Gets a quick turnaround. Counterattack. On top of him. Flick.
Camo, what is he
pass,
doing?
Shot.
Shot! Score! Near again from Camo in the left corner. 3-0 SVSU.
Great ball control.
What an
from
incredible
Camo.
play from Camo. Yeah, the
Great placement.
recognition to get over the defenders and the placement. Great job too.
Great
from Near.
placement from Near, tucking it right in the corner.
Yeah.
Bobby with another.
Oh, Near
Popped
almost
up,
got
Camo.
the bump that he
Kiazi,
needed.
this is over.
Camo's got to be there.
This is a quick one. Camo.
It's the save off the corner, but Pagani's there.
Save!
Again, it's the crossbar and Near clears
Save!
it from an attempt from Kiazi. What the heck?
Quick turnaround here. This is off this back post. And it's saved. Scores!
Near the counterattack.
And SVSU has come to play here in game 6?
Five.
I've lost track at this point.
Yeah, and then that's just such a broken play off the back of the wall, but that time Near just able to drop in. What a crazy sequence of events. And, you know, I didn't even
SVSU
get
winning.
a chance to analyze the other goal, too.
SVSU winning this kickoff. Trying to make it drop back down. Camo, no boost. Near meets it. He takes over.
Now, we've seen
Flip
Shenandoah.
reset.
Their offense clicked, though. We've seen them get 3 unanswered in very quick succession. This game is not over yet.
Far from over. Near with a pass over to a double commit.
SVSU, though, getting
Bumped
a lot
down the goal line. Bobby looking for
Oh.
another bump. Saved by Pagani. It's Camo, his last man.
misses
Pass,
it, and Mango scores.
They break the shutout. There's a minute and 23 seconds left. One, two, three.
We've seen crazier things happen. But, yeah, that's just Camo not having the boost and not being able to read that. And, yeah, when you're 2-on-1 like that, there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah, it's really good passing play. I mean, you're catching the goalie on his heels. It's a very hockey-like play.
Camo!
Scores!
He says, give me that goal back, and he scores. It's 5-1. Instantly off of the goal from Shenandoah to break the shutout.
4 seconds after the goal.
What a shot, though, from Camo. Good kickoff win for SVSU. Has the full boost. Knows he has to hit a good, hard shot to get it past anyone that's back there, and does just that. Mango, though, clearing it back in for Shenandoah, as they're going to be all offense for this.
Camo intercepting this one. Gets a clear back into their corner. Approaching the last minute of gameplay here. They have not quite a breakaway, but a good opportunity.
Oh,
Pinching it
Pagani.
back over to Kiazi.
Yeah. That's kind of that ball possession play we've been talking about.
Yeah,
with Shenandoah.
that's one of those things where at first you're like, oh, he messed up his pinch, and you're like, no, he didn't. Camo with a really good flick there back into their defensive third, causing Mango to have to take back over to Pagani with a pass. He's gonna be met by Near.
40 seconds for Shenandoah to possibly do anything here.
Bobby getting demoed causes a shot. Well, not quite a shot, but a setup opportunity. He's gonna be met, saved by Near.
Nice play there by Near. Those turnarounds are always a little sketchy sometimes.
Shot.
Mango,
Save
from
Camo.
What a save! Just coming out of nowhere for it. Near is going to try and take it out of Shenandoah's way. Comes Camo as well.
Camo. He's got some boost. What can he do? He does get a shot.
Pagani.
It's saved by Camo. Or Mango. Not shot by Camo, saved by Camo.
This is coming down to the last seconds. It is all but sealed for SVSU taking the win. And just like that, once the ball drops, it'll be SVSU's game 5.
Game 5 win, making it a 3-2 lead currently.
Mango.
SVSU wins the next one. They move on to the next round of nationals
Mango does
to
score
go
again
to the
here, though.
winners finals. Mango does get a 0-second buzzer beater goal, which don't sell it short. That was a beautiful goal. It was a nice goal.
5-2 SVSU. Incredible offensive explosion here. That's been, and something I was going to say, I think with the fourth goal that was scored, we've seen it multiple times tonight. Camo setting up near, and we can sit here all day. I mean, he has got 2 assists. Bobby's got 3.
Near getting the hat trick.
Yeah, and that's part of it. You need someone like Camo who can be the playmaker, set up these plays, but you need that guy either Near or Bobby or whomever it is to finish those plays, get those goals. Because Camo's going all out on basically trying to deke through the defense and make a play, make a pass. So good on both of these guys and the whole team in general, just to finish on these plays, especially here, high pressure game 5, taking the series lead. So
yeah. I'd like to mention here,
and they're taking their 5-minute or timeout, I believe.
I'd like to mention here, Mango and Pagani just defending the onslaught. Mango with 4 saves, Pagani with 3 saves, and I mean, wow.
Yeah, and in terms of shots, SVSU 5-3-3, so that's 11 total. Shenandoah having 6 shots total as well, so still a lot of shots for SVSU.
Absolutely.
Still plenty of shots too for Shenandoah. So the offense is there for both of these teams, and I believe we saw in the chat here. You guys cannot see it right now, but it seems like Shenandoah is taking their time out here, and we've talked about it before. How in these situations you might as well well take your time out and kind of regain your bearings, talk to your team a little bit, talk through some things, some strategies, and kind of come back into focus here. And
Absolutely.
that's exactly what Shenandoah is going to try and do here.
Right. SVSU played a very commanding game 5 there. I mean, making it a final score of 5-2, almost 5-1. I mean, Mango scoring a very beautiful goal there right at the end, just popping it in 0 seconds. So final score 5-2. But even then, with a 0-second goal, a 3-minute or 3-score deficit with a 0-second goal is not pretty. I don't want to say not pretty. That sounds worse than I intend it to be, but you really want to take a step back and evaluate, because you need to make that 3-goal deficit into a tie game or a win or something.
Yeah, it seems like we've seen a little bit of everything here. We've seen great defense from both sides and great offense from both sides. So yeah, if you're Shenandoah, you got to be asking yourself, where was that 1-0 game? We got to get back to that.
Right.
Having the bump game, the demo game go in your favor and have this, incredible wall of defense. So yeah, but I believe it's a 5-minute timeout. That's what they said. So that might be a thing for the playoff system as well.
Oh, because
I believe beforehand it was a minute for regular season. Maybe?
I don't remember.
I'm not too sure,
but even so, my train of thought.
It's all good. It has been a hectic 5 games here. Like you said, I can't believe it's been 5 games, but these have just been incredible thrillers to watch here. And we're so glad to be doing this, especially right now. Technically, at least my semester is over. My year for schooling is over. I don't know. I think yours might be too as well.
I've just got a paper to turn in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all checked out of the dorms. I think you're all checked out as well, maybe? No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow
will be the day for you then. But
don't come looking for me. I'm sleeping after this.
That's fair.
No autographs.
But no, I mean,
just joking.
Being able to do nationals is just incredible. I mean, we dressed up for this.
It's a fantastic opportunity. I'm having a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it with anybody other than my best buddy Doug.
Same to you, Thomas, aka Superboy Pash. I don't know what they call you on stream. I'll be honest with you. I just call you Thomas. I don't think you really care.
It doesn't necessarily matter to me.
I'm just Doug, so I've always been Doug. But anyways, we are going to be streaming next week, though. Around the same time Thursday, regardless. That is this thing I mentioned earlier, but while we're kind of having the break, might as well say it again. So the way this works is it's the Final Four for Nationals for Division 4. So the losers of these next 2 games here will go on to play to see who gets 3rd place, and the winners obviously will play to see who gets the championship for Nationals Division 4 for NECC. So regardless, we're streaming next week, and
we'll be here.
It's glad to know that we are streaming next week. I know like these playoffs, it's like, I will see you next week, and then you get here and then you're like, well, hopefully we're gonna keep going.
Right.
So Good to know that we're going to be doing it next week, and also to inform the audience, before before this game actually happens too.
It's so nice to know the game plan.
Yeah, the game plan. The game plan with the game.
Game plan with the game.
Maybe next year we'll get those ties we've been talking about, though.
The Rocket League ties.
Yes.
Rocket League ties. It's a necessity. It's a program necessity.
At this point, I think we made it as a necessity. So, but no, exciting stuff. And considering that both teams last week, were able to make it into nationals, and unfortunately got kicked out. SVSU, blue and white, or B and C team. It'll be fun to see, what both A team, C team, and B team can do. I said it out of order, but see what they can do next year. I'm excited to see where this program can go.
Yeah, I still wish we could have seen both of those games, but unfortunately, scheduling.
Because the way the doubleheader worked too, we were just watching A team the whole night.
Right. Originally had plans to watch C, but we got replaced by better plans. And I don't say better to belittle the C team or anything, but better because move on to nationals. It's an exciting thing.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is too for the audience, you'd rather be streaming winning games than losing games too.
Very true.
But who knows? We don't control who wins or loses. But yeah, no, I mean, incredible game. Trying to think of other things to analyze here, but it's really you kind of see throughout these 5 games already all these kind of facets of each team: the offense, the defense, the incredible saves, the incredible playmaking, the incredible bump and demo game that some of these teams are able to, capitalize on. And it's really interesting because, usually this would be it. We would be done. This would be a Game 5 scenario. We'd be moving on. And now we still got, 1 more or 2 more games, depending on the outcome here. It'll be really interesting. These teams at this point in the series, they know each other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
At this point, you're thinking game 1 and 2 are kind of warm up games. 3 and 4, you kind of get into the groove a little bit more. So
because you talk about bumps and demos, and I mean we saw a lot of bumps and demos from Shenandoah in some of those games 2 and 3 and whatnot, and in the games that they took victories in. And so in this last game where SVSU beat them 5-2. It begs the question, what did they change to avoid those demos? Did they start moving more quickly? Did they just react to the demos better? Did they dodge the demos?
Yeah.
Because I think in a lot of situations, they were just so speedy that the demos couldn't catch up to them.
Yeah, but with that being said, it looks like Shenandoah is ready. We're getting back into this.
Game 6.
SVSU up in the series, 3-2. They win this, they clinch, they move on. If they don't win this, we're having a Game 7 scenario, and we'll be incredibly stressed.
Near taking an early save here off of Mango's wall shot.
Pagani
taking back over. Near pops it up. Camo takes over. Is met by Mango. Bobby picking up boost. Decides to go off the wall. Good decision there. Pagani's going to meet for a 50. He wins that 50.
Good 50 and gets that boost as well.
Yazi's forced to make a move here that's awkward.
Near.
Mango
up for it.
pops it back.
Bobby kind of reads that. Good demo there, Near on Mango. He's taking out the lead attacker, would be for Shenandoah. Here comes Near now. I don't think he got a good hit on that, or at least the one he was looking for.
But it
Trying
does
to set
pop
up
back,
Bobby.
and this sends over to Pagani with full boost.
Kemba once again looking to set someone up, but
Near picks up that boost right as it spawns, too. Very lucky for him. Doesn't get that touch on it. Off the post. Back
Near,
over.
it's right in front of the goal.
It's 50'd.
Bobby sends it to the right, though. Man, that is just unfortunate. Hits the post. You definitely want that first goal if you're any team here wants that first goal in the game.
Yeah, such a good attacking opportunity for SVSU, and I mean, really good job from Shenandoah to be able to react to that. There's a lot of times where you can get so stressed out from it being in your defensive zone and right in front of your goal like that, where you're not able to make those saves.
I will say too, on SCSU's part, it's good that the ensuing counterattack didn't really lead to a goal against, because that's something you see even in this division where you kind of get bloodthirsty for a goal that goes off the crossbar. Shenandoah. So SVSU sends one off the post, and Shenandoah sends one off the crossbar here.
Now we're all even in the game of crossbars. Near looking for that read, doesn't quite get it. Looks like Pagani was looking for a bump on Camo. Bobby gets it past.
Camo going up for this.
Camo. Over the one man.
Pagani just barely getting it out of it before an SVSU player gets a shot on that.
Near was looking for a good goal there. Bobby's going to challenge.
Saves!
dangerous challenge. Camo sends it back. This is going to be a pass. Bobby wins it. It's going to go across the goalpost. Mango has full control.
Yeah.
Mango's going to go for a little bit of an air dribble here. This sends back down. This is going to go over Kiazi, I
Camo,
think.
was able to get a little bump on that shot
Steals
there.
that boost. Mango's
Yeah.
still boostless now.
Bobby
Leaves
just
them in an
throwing it
awkward
on net.
position. Mango getting a good clear there so he can buy himself some time to get some boost.
You're still with it.
Pagani.
Gets the 50 on
Kiazi.
Kiazi shot. There's Camo now. Misses that. Near able to get out of harm's way before Mango throws it in the
Still
net.
bumps back in Lieutenant Bobby.
Good clear with no boost.
Near. Mango has this one full boost. Let's see what he can do with it. Pops it back down. Pagani is there to meet it. Demo on Camo.
That's unfortunate. As the only player in SVSU, they had a full tank of boost and is demoed.
Bobby picks it up.
Might lead to something here for
Near picks it up and
Shenandoah.
then Bobby.
Once again, there's the possession game from Shenandoah, passing it back.
Near has to pick this one up without any boost. Gets a little bit of a touch on it to delay it, but Mango's coming in with full boost.
Camo gets a good.
They get a good clear.
Save.
Kiazi keeps it back in. And that corner boost just can't spawn quick enough for all 6 of these players.
This is a save. The shot, the save from Camo. That might have been going wide from Kiazi. That's going in from
Scores.
Mango. And the offense is enough. Shenandoah finally able to get a goal here.
We're already down to the last 94 seconds of this game. This
I know.
game has absolutely flown by. Felt
In
like we
game
played
6,
barely over a minute.
the lead, Shenandoah. Can they force a game 7? I mean, we will see. But yeah, this has been a crazy game. Mango, good kickoff win there for Shenandoah. Pagani sending it back into the zone. That one going wide. I had no idea what happened there, but that was scary. Mango, the shot scores! Just like that, it's 2-0 Shenandoah. 1:22 remaining. It seems like whenever their offense just clicks, it happens in just
Succession.
yeah, just goal after goal, and 2-0, 1:22. This may be a game 7 scenario we're going into here.
There's only one way to find out, and that's to watch these next few minutes. Or minute.
Minute plus. You're good.
Near sends a clear, but Camo gets bumped. Saved by Pagani. He's still got possession.
Yeah, Bobby
Sends back
sends it
in.
back
Bobby pop up. Camo is demoed, so he isn't able to challenge that. Near sends it with no boost. Camo sends it with no boost.
Guy just
Kiazi.
blocking the Mango scores.
And Bobby challenged very late on that.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Pagani was just sitting in the corner, took that boost away from anyone, and then, yeah, Bobby just not able to get the save, and this looks like this might be a victory.
Very well could have been
Shenandoah.
blinded by the positioning of the ball to where you can't see the nameplate. That's what I'm thinking happened. Camo has boost on this
Last
one.
minute.
50. It's popped up. Near's going to meet it. He might have a pass. He gets a flip, but isn't able to use it. This is
Camo.
back over to Near. He's going to try and meet it off the wall. Doesn't have enough speed to get there. This Pagani makes it past Bobby. This is back up. There's a shot opportunity once again. Makes it pass. SVSU is a little bit broken right now after this game.
Yeah, it seems like they're just completely demoralized, and I cannot blame it. Shenandoah has played an incredible game here, incredible offense, and getting 3 goals, you know.
Absolutely, that
It's
5
definitely
minutes
what
clearly
helps.
being very important to him.
Yeah. Playing the possession game, too, you can see it's not necessarily about the quantity, but the quality. They had so much time in the O-zone. That leads to 3 goals for them, 0 goals for SVSU. They're coming down to the final seconds. Bobby saving this slow-rolling shot from the middle.
We're approaching Game 7.
We are going to a Game 7 scenario no matter what happens here. Game is still live, though. And that is it. Shenandoah shutting out SVSU in Game 6. Dominant win for Shenandoah. They are not done in this series, that's for sure, as we're going to a Game 7 scenario. Like I said, now everyone's going to be incredibly stressed. So
I know, and Mango popping off there with the 3 goals. Kiazi being the assist master, getting 3 assists.
yeah, I mean, look at the shot quantity, too, here. 10 shots total from Shenandoah.
And
3
shots from
total.
SVSU.
It looks like Bobby's
having ping issues.
Yeah, his ping was going to the moon for a minute there.
Maybe
still
that's
kind of
probably why he
is.
challenged late.
Maybe this is the time for SVSU to take a timeout.
I would
honestly.
say so. I'm quite concerned for the health of Bobby's internet connection.
The health of that ping is not doing the greatest here. And this is not when you want to be having internet issues.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Seems to be going back down to a normal. Yeah, it looks like it's going back down to normal. I know our audience cannot see it, but yeah, I mean, if you're SVSU here, you just got to get your head back in the game. You know Shenandoah can shut you out if they have this offensive pressure. So it means that SVSU just has to get some good clears, good possession, good offense to get back in the game. And if you're Shenandoah, I mean, just do what you just did in Game 6, right? Ball
Absolutely.
possession, offensive pressure. That's pretty much all it is, really. But, I mean, this is incredible. So, whoever wins this will move on for a chance to win the championship.
I know. Great. What a series this has been on all sides. I mean, these players have came to play. I mean, I guess that's what you come to expect. This is an opportunity. This is going to drop down. Bobby with a save, but
Mango's going to
met.
throw it in for the first goal of Game 7.
Very early, 13 seconds in.
Kazi, what a good touch there, and nothing you can really do if you're Bobby here. It's awkward to throw that ball anywhere else, and Mango is the next player back for that one.
And once again, Mango and Kiazi.
Yeah, doing very well here, and another kickoff goal from Shenandoah. SVSU has shown they can do the same as well, but this looks like
another
Pagani's
one
going to
off the
score.
post.
Oh no, it goes off the crossbar.
This is going to be 50'd back in. Weird bounce off the corner. This could be a breakaway.
Near.
This is going to be met by Pagani, who saves it. Near turning around. This is off the backboard. Mango.
It's got to be Camo or Lieutenant Bobby. Never mind. Getting it back
Pagani
in.
gets a little bit of a touch. This is going to be awkward over to
Saved by Kiazi.
Trying to bump him. Does get that bump. Bobby over.
Goes to the right of the goal. Lots of offensive pressure from SVSU, but it looks like it might be cleared. But no, Near gets a great pinch off the wall. Back in the zone, but they're rotating right now.
Almost pinch on goal, but not quite. It's past. Near gets a good pinch. Gets a good 45 flick. Camo. Shot. Saved by Mango.
Great save there.
Bobby
Bobby's going
keeps
to
it
throw it
back
back
in,
on net.
and
Pagani's going to clear it out. Man.
all of Shenandoah was there to play defense in that situation.
Camo, what's Camo going to do? Goes to the middle.
Tries to switch fields. Maybe he's going to pinch off the wall. Pass over to Bobby.
Yeah, and
Pagani was last man back. Near's going to play it. Now Shenandoah has time to react. They're looking to play a heavy offensive game here. They've got that first lead.
Sends out the crossbar again, but Mango scores 2-0 Shenandoah. Man, they have just... I mean, it's incredible. SVSU has not scored a goal since Game 5. 2-0 SVSU. Or no, yeah. That's correct. Having some really close chances here, and honestly, Shenandoah almost had a kickoff goal earlier as well.
5 minutes seemed to really do a lot for Shenandoah.
Yeah, maybe SVSU should have taken that 5-minute timeout. Shot goes
Off the
wide.
post. It's going to be sent back in. A little bit of a double commit there.
That's a hefty double commit from Near and Camo. Leaves Bobby, no boost in the net.
Off the post.
Mango scores again. This is just devastating if you're a fan of Saginaw Valley. Already 3 goals in under 2 minutes of gameplay.
I know, it seems like
They just lost it.
I know. Their communication and their synergy is just not there right now.
They need to regroup now. They have still plenty of time here. 3:08 remaining. Plenty of time for SVSU. Counter. Get some good offense here.
Yeah,
We've seen them do it.
We saw in an earlier game.
Like that! Near scores!
Breaking the shutout is very important here, especially before hitting the 3-minute mark. We saw earlier in Game 2, I think. Yeah, Game 2, when Shenandoah tied it up from a 3-goal deficit very quickly.
First goal in the while for SVSU, and exactly what you need off the kickoff there. Good kickoff. Mango's going to shoot this. Bobby with the save.
Pagani scores. They get it right back.
Kickoff goal for kickoff goal as it's 4-1. Like nothing ever happened in those couple seconds. Still a 3-goal deficit for SVSU to make up. Man. I must say, if you're any one of these teams, you got to figure out these kickoffs. But
I know.
It seems like every kickoff goal, one team gets, the other one gets one right back. Hasn't really been.
Camo gets a good one to send to Mango, who's going to get a little touch. Great 50. Camo's there to diffuse the danger.
Pagani would have had that if he didn't land on his hood.
Approaching the halfway mark of this game.
Camo to the middle for Lieutenant Bobby, but not able to get the shot off. They're both in the corner now.
Yeah,
Past Camo. Bobby's got to get this. He does.
Keeps it to the corner. Is met by Camo. It's just going to be brought up by Near. See if he can do something with it. isn't able to get that first touch, but maybe a 50. Camo bounces it down for Bobby, gets past Bobby, a little bit of some bump action. Mango's there, uncontested near backflip.
No! Oh, it's just a mishandle from near. That has got to be devastating on the morale side, but Mango, once again, is a difference maker getting this goal.
Yeah, just putting the shot on target, and then near backflip, it made it a wide open net.
That is the worst time to backflip.
Definitely.
That is, man, if you're near, you're probably, punching a hole in the wall at the moment. But
you gotta brush it off and play your game, get it back.
2 minutes left. We've seen 4 goals in 2 minutes. Let's see if SVSU has that in them. Or Shenandoah will keep hammering in more.
Seen 4 goals in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Bunch of misses here in this end.
Oh, yeah, lots of misses. Little tap here. Kazi trying to fake out near.
Here gets
comes
it
Camo.
back. Camo looking for that double tap.
Oh, it spikes it down.
And they're not able to get it. It's a shot. That's a goal that you need to get.
Especially right here, yeah. About 1:30 remaining, and you need 4 goals for SVSU. You pretty much have to average a goal every 20 seconds from here on out. Which is totally possible, but that one would have helped a lot.
Yeah, with every passing second, the light gets dimmer, and you've got to start opening that door for yourself.
And by demoing Pagani.
Entering the last minute of the game here.
He also backflipped there, too. I don't know if he meant to do that or not.
This is dropping in towards SVSU.
They're
not even... Shenandoah's not even trying to commit. They understand that defense is the best offense right now.
I mean, they're up 5-1 in game 7.
They're going to get...
There's no reason why they should be trying to have offensive pressure right now.
No reason to go for more goals at this point.
Unless it's a wide open net. That is. Kazi missing that one. Mango. Near the save, still up in the danger zone. Camo's not going to have the boost to get this. It goes off the crossbar. Mango! But Near comes in, takes that away.
Near picking up that boost right at the perfect time. Bobby gets a good 50. It's on top of his car. Flicks over to Camo.
But sends it wide.
Isn't there in time.
That flick was just too powerful for Camo.
Just a little too much mustard. Near pops it back up.
You stole my line. 10 seconds remaining, and this game 7 is all but Shenandoah's victory as seconds tick down.
Yeah, with that, Shenandoah's going to be moving on to the final round, approaching the top 2 teams in Division 4 NECC Rocket League. No matter what happens here, they are going. Camo does get a little bit of a...
Much like Game 5, for Shenandoah's sake, Camo gets a goal here with 0 seconds remaining, making the victory 5-2, but in Shenandoah's favor as they move on, meaning that they, at the very least, will be second here in the Nationals NECC Division 4, but have a chance to win it all. And SVSU will go on next week to play for 3rd place, so against someone who will be to be determined. So. I mean, this is, you really got to think about it here. I mean, how many goals does Shenandoah have in these 2 games? The Game 6 and Game 7, just an incredible amount of goals, and SVSU was only able to get 1. That timeout really worked in their favor. They were able to gain their system back here, and devastating for SVSU.
I know. You wonder what went on SVSU's end during that 5 minutes. If they just sat there and played free play, did they talk over strategies with each other? I mean, you'll never know for sure, but you do have to wonder how they spent that 5 minutes, because Shenandoah spent that 5 minutes in a very productive way.
Yeah, clearly that worked for them, and maybe SVSU should have taken, if they had a timeout, which I'm guarantee you they probably should have taken that after Game 6, that loss, and try to get their bearings back as well. That might have worked in their favor.
I agree.
But regardless, Shenandoah winning in Game 7, 4-3 here, and the series, the lead here, and I think got to give them credit. I mean, this, you play the series again, SVSU could win, or they're probably going back to a Game 7 scenario as well.
Exactly. The most important takeaway is that both of these teams could very well be in the top 2 if you play the series back over again. And I wouldn't be surprised if SVSU stays in Division 4 next season. Wouldn't be surprised to see them play each other in Nationals again. Yeah,
no, very, very great series here. Like we were saying during that little break that we had, you kind of saw it all. You saw all this offense, defense, great plays for everything. And just unfortunate SVSU just wasn't able to close it out either in Game 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is just a bummer, and it actually makes you wonder how next week will go. If they're
Right.
even going to kind of care about that game, if they're going to be having morale for that. Because in their minds they already lost this, so you're either going to be fourth or third depending on the results of next week. So either fourth in nationals or a podium finish for third. But yeah, I mean, you got to give Shenandoah credit though. They played a great game. They had a great shutdown game. Once they clicked, they had incredible possession and offensive pressure that SVSU just was not able to handle, and they were not able to learn, and that was resulted in them really coming back and winning in Game 7.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I agree. It's tough. It's tough to be an SVSU player at this moment. I can guarantee that they're all definitely hurting right now. I mean, I would be hurting too, but I mean, they played a heck of a game. They all did fantastic, and I mean, there was definitely errors there in Game 7, but I mean, you can't blame them at that point.
Yeah,
especially after playing 7 games when you're top 4 in the nation.
I was gonna say you don't go to the Game 7 in a 7-game series if you're bad, right? So,
exactly.
Very well played game from both sides here, but
absolutely,
yeah, that has pretty much been it for us tonight.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it for us.
Yeah, I mean it's the end of finals week coming up here too as well. I know most people are done today. Some people have stuff going on tomorrow, at least for campus for SVSU. So, everyone have a great summer, and you know what? Tune in next week. We'll still be here.
We'll see
We're
you
still
next
doing
week.
streaming. This is probably the longest season of Rocket League streams we've had.
Absolutely.
It's been an incredible journey to be here and be able to do this. And we'll be here next week for A team facing off against someone to be determined, but for third place in the Nationals tournament, which is still exciting. That they've made it this far, and they still got to be incredibly proud of that. And I've been Doug.
I've been Pash.
And we will see you next week. Take care, and everyone have a great summer.
Thank you for watching.